As a young man in the late 1960s, I had the privilege of living in the wonderful land of New Zealand for 2 years. Truly one of the most beautiful and pleasant places on the planet Earth. The whole country looks like a lush green golf course. However, I soon found that some aspects of my new home were completely hostile to what I was accustomed to. For not only did the Kiwis, as they're called, talk with a different accent and drive on the other side of the road, but they didn't have my favorite root beer or hamburgers, and they never even heard of a taco. Instead, their fast foods were fish and chips, meat pies, and ginger beer. The ginger beer was often home brewed and had a much more spicy, pungent flavor than our old ginger ale. In fact, it had kind of a bite to it, but I soon developed a taste for it. Ginger is really worth taking a closer look at. Its botanical name is Zingiber officinale, which means horn-shaped. And for anyone who has seen this root, they know how strange and gnarly looking it is, almost like it's a product of hazardous or nuclear waste. It is native to Asia and referred to in ancient Far and Middle East writings. It was then imported and became popular in Europe and the Mediterranean. Today, the top producers of ginger are Australia, Indonesia, India, Fiji, and Jamaica. Ginger is very low in calories and glycemic index. It is highly regarded as an intestinal spasmolytic and carminative, which is a fancy scientific term meaning that it soothes the digestive system and diminishes intestinal gas. In fact, it is helpful for all kinds of intestinal issues, including nausea from seasickness, much more effectively than Dramamine. It improves all the complaints of the morning sickness of pregnancy with no side effects to the mother or baby. Now, pharmacology can't make that claim. I've always noticed that I get a little warm all over when I consume ginger-containing foods. It is known that it increases the metabolic rate and promotes energy circulation. Researchers have found that the sweat-generating effect of ginger boosts the body's immune system and is helpful in fighting off colds, flus, and even bacterial and candida infections. Ginger also possesses potent anti-inflammatory compounds known as gingerols. There are a number of research studies that have found that 75% of the patients experiencing all types of arthritis pain and virtually 100% of those with muscular discomfort who consume ginger reported relief of pain and even a measurable decrease in the swelling of the joints. Other studies have documented the effectiveness of these gingerols in fighting and neutralizing the effects of free radicals on the body. Now that's really impressive. One of the increasingly common and potentially fatal maladies today is colorectal cancer. Even with earlier diagnosis, shocking numbers of otherwise healthy people lose an ugly battle with this silent killer. Multiple scientific animal and human clinical research studies have found that these gingerols have potent chemotherapeutic qualities that not only increase the immune system to be better prepared to combat the initiation of this type and other types of cancer such as ovarian, and have even been shown to shrink well-established tumors and inhibit their metastasis. A number of respiratory conditions respond quickly to the influence of ginger. It is a powerful expectorant, breaking up phlegm and mucus so that it can be expelled with a cough. It even has been noted to expand the lungs, improving difficulty in breathing. Now, you may have a question on how much ginger do I take for my health. Generally, just to start, include it in your regular menu and diet. But if you desire the medicinal help mentioned, it has been recommended that a good starting point would be 2 to 3 tablespoons full of the shredded herb in a smoothie 2 or 3 times per day. Will employ this powerhouse nutrient in a therapeutic dosage.